All right, we're here again. We're back. Okay, guys, we're back here. I'm gvijinfilms. Oh God, I said that so weird. Welcome back, guys. It is gvijinfilms, and today we're going to be talking about the EASYRIG minimax, or just EASYRIGs in general. And in case you're wanting to get one for yourself and you're just curious about, oh, what is it like? What should I know? What is it for? We're just going to get all that out of the way and just knock out some of these questions you may or may not have, or bring up some new questions you might have. All right, it's not a gimbal. It's not a gimbal, so if you have the intention of picking it up and you're just like, oh, this is gonna make my shots smoother, it'll basically be like a 10 times more expensive. No. Because I had that same mindset when I got it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so sick from walking around with my camera. I can just do all this and everything, run around with it basically, and it's gonna be like the tilta float. It's not. So yeah, if you're expecting it to be something that's gonna like stabilize your footage like a gimbal would, it's not that. And we're gonna get into that a little bit more into detail a little bit further down the list. So, number two, no tiny setups. I've seen so many photos on Instagram and just certain places, not a lot, but I've seen it a few times. People have basically like a DSLR and a cage on it, and they'll have it on an EASYRIG. It's so small, and listen, do you? You know, I'm not here to judge, no one's here to judge, but I mean, at that point, if you can't hold something that's this tiny, don't do that, just don't, it's dumb. I'm sorry, I don't wanna say that, but it's dumb. So just make sure that your setup that you're using it for, and 9 times out of 10, if you're looking into getting an EASYRIG, you're trying to level up and like doing certain shoots that require that kind of gear, so, you know, but yeah, no tiny setups, because it's just an awkward, odd thing. It's not really meant for that, and half the time, like, it's just gonna be shooting back up to God. He's gonna be the one shooting your video, because you're not gonna be able to even hold it, because it's not even gonna have enough weight to hold it down. So number three here on the list is practice movements. It's so key that you just practice your movements, whether it be at your house, whether it be on set, whether it be, well, probably before a set. Get some friends around, or whoever, your family, whoever, and just practice the movements. Even if you're just sitting in your room or wherever it may be, just make sure that you're taking the time to get to know the gear, because there's gonna be many situations, and I've experienced this myself, that you're gonna expect the camera to behave in a certain way when you're moving, and it's not. And you're like, I should have done this, I should have did that, you know, and that's all gonna come with trial and error. So don't beat yourself up, don't look at it as something that's so intimidating. Honestly, it's just a back rack with a string. That's it. It's not that serious. I mean, it is, but it's not. So yeah, it's just something that's gonna help take the weight off your back and just, you know, make it easier for you to do your job and get creative and not think so much about, you know, oh, this is so heavy. So whenever I'm using the gear, whenever I'm using the EASYRIG minimax, that's the setup that I use. I shoot on the Sony FX6. I'm sure you guys have seen that build many times. But for me, it really helps on longer shoots, or whenever I'm shooting long car shoots, or if I'm shooting like a short film or a commercial spec project, anything like that. It helps in that case, because I'm not standing there with a shoulder rig and matte box and all those other things, follow focus, and wearing my back out and just getting tired and more exhausted. And you know, the people you work for will see, the people on your crew will see that, you know, they're like, all right, man, you good? You know, so you wanna make sure you're bringing the equipment necessary to do the job. You'll be able to perform at your best. So another key thing is, when you're using the EASYRIG, is to not tense up when you're shooting, because I've noticed, I've had a few friends of mine who've been learning on my EASYRIG, and I've noticed the first thing they do is they start tensing up, and they'll hold it, and they'll try to, like, I don't know, try to hold it with the EASYRIG, and it's just a mess. And the number one thing I always have to preface is just adjust your gear and make sure that you're letting the EASYRIG do all the work. You don't want to sit there and be like having to man it with the EASYRIG. That's not the point. The point is to alleviate that stress. So just relax. Literally, I want you just to sit there and just relax with it on you. Just relax your arms, just relax and move around, and practice just cradling it like a baby, and just practice your movements and allow the EASYRIG, and make sure it's nice and tight. That's obviously gonna help, because you don't want the bar to be hitting the back of your head. That's a no-no. That's a telltale sign that you did not tighten your stuff right, and people who use this gear will know. because I will know, and I'll be watching you. Yeah, just make sure everything's adjusted properly, make sure you're all good to go, a nice proper setup that will support your EASYRIG, and just practice, practice, practice. Your movements will improve by tenfold, your filmmaking will improve by tenfold because you take the time to learn what you got. So even now, even if you don't have it and you're looking to get, picking one up, this is great that you're actually watching this and, educating yourself on something that you want to achieve or something that you're trying to get. So that's the first thing there. So based on your camera setup, and yeah, just get creative with your work. That's another thing. A lot of people use the EASYRIG for narrative TV shows, documentaries, movies, stuff like that. And yeah, that's awesome. And a lot of people say you use it just for that. But in my humble opinion, I feel like, use it for whatever it helps you with. If you want to shoot your own short film, take it out, use it. Just make sure that you're taking that time to really, further your skills, whatever it is to help motivate you and get you out in the field to shoot. That's the most important thing, because all that's going to do is motivate you to shoot the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. It's just going to be like a snowball effect of different ideas and different things that you've accomplished throughout just a week, a couple months, or years. I think that's enough. I think that's good. I think we covered, pretty much majority of everything. So yeah, so with all that being said, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Go ahead, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will get to you guys as soon as I can. I appreciate all the time and support that you guys have put in to me and the channel, and just stopping by and leaving comments and everything, engaging. And I've talked to a lot of you guys over on Instagram. So that's another thing. You guys can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave that up on the screen right here. So yeah, feel free to tag me in some of your work and show me, some of the things that you guys have gotten and how far you're coming. And yeah, I love seeing that. I love seeing you guys' stories and hearing from y'all. So once again, I appreciate you guys so much. And stay tuned. We've got some more stuff coming on later on this week, and we're gonna bring you some more heat, baby, So yeah, peace. I gotta get out of here. I'm hungry. Bye.